The Jericho Boatyard has been used to repair boats for over 150 years. It is vital for the needs of the boating community to do DIY and repair their boats, crane them and get essential services like coal, gas or fuel. British Waterways, who own the site, have recently reclaimed it in order to carry out a luxury homes development for which they were refused planning permission, so the yard was left empty. In October 2005, a group of concerned boaters and campaigners occupied the site in order to defend the needs of the boating community and provide them with the vital services for their boats.
In order to save this yard, we may in fact find ourselves defeating a major cancer that is operating within British culture, which is British Waterways, a corporatised national body which is supposed to be maintaining the system and is in fact selling it off.
We moved onto the boat for a couple of reasons. Partly because we couldn't afford to live anywhere else, really. We were renting a flat, a poky little flat in London, working very hard. We knew it was time to stop paying rent and actually buy a property, but property was just far too expensive. The boatyard has enabled us not only to get a lot of work done on our boat, which we needed to do, but it's also given us somewhere to actually stay since we've been in Oxford, since moorings seem very hard to come by. People do seem to be pulling together here and trying to keep it open, and it's a great sense of community. There's always somebody you know around. You never feel alone. You feel safe, and you feel that everybody's sort of helping out, and it's a really, really nice feeling.
When I arrived here, the community was up and running, but it was still getting itself organised. The people who've come here because they're lost souls and they had nowhere else to go, and seeing how they developed as people within this almost autonomous zone and developed has been very, very rewarding.
And I'd like to see some resolution within Oxford for continuous cruises. In other words, there was a workable system, so there were places for people to stay, but there was a general movement, so that, you know, and that was overseen, that was somehow regulated, pretty much like it is in London.
I'm a continuous cruiser. So I'm helping out on the Boatyard campaign at the moment. I think that it's incredibly important that it stays. From what I've learned about the residential community around here, I think there are differences between different types of boaters. Those that cruise about all the time and those that stay. For example, if you're a continuous cruiser, you wouldn't necessarily mind cruising a few days to go to a boatyard unless your engine didn't work. Whereas if you're stable all of the time and your existence is very much based around your boat, it's crucial to have a boatyard just there to be able to have all of your services. Yeah.
All the other roles are totally up for debate, as in the way that the structure of the yard works. And it could be you need 3 main people, 5, 6, 12, 20. It could be a quorum of a big group, but then you reach functional problems of how to organise that. You can look to the council and see how they work with having a big elected body that makes all the decisions, and then a structured, ordered body that follows out all of those commands and makes them happen.
One thing that there isn't here is as yet any authority that represents the boatyard in it and its interests.